phoned up last night, she was going spare. She was in a temper, pulling at her hair. Your sister's caught in a scruffy look, he said. Papa, don't give a monkey, and this is what he said. I don't care, I don't care, I don't care if it comes round here.
Hello Martin, friends and comrades. I'm really sorry I can't be with you today, but I'm going to be in Belfast with my daughter. But I did want to send my warm wishes to all of you, but especially to Martin. Martin has been such a fantastic chair and president of SERTUC over 22 years now. He's made an enormous contribution, and you're going to be missed by so many people here at Congress House and throughout the region. I don't think anybody could have been a better champion for working class people than Martin. And you've always treated unions with respect, not just looking after the big ones, looking after unions and respecting working people from all walks of life. You've contributed so much to us, Martin. You deserve a long and happy retirement, but you know what they say, you can take the boy out of the trade union movement, but you can't take the trade union movement out of the boy. So we will be, I know we can count on your continuing support, but thank you again, Martin. Thank you for everything you've done.
Well, greetings and good morning from South Australia, as I recall this. Good evening at SERTUC. To everyone gathered this evening to honour our good friend and comrade Martin. Special greetings to Megan, to Laurie and to Darren and to all friends and comrades there. But a special hello to my mate Martin, a really good friend and comrade who I was pleased to work with for well over 20 years in our various roles, but in connection in particular with the southern and eastern region of the TUC. Martin, as everyone here will know, you're a man of politics. You believe in changing and transforming our society in the interest of ordinary people, of workers, of pensioners, of the young and the old, of battling for equality for all and for seeking justice at work. And for that we all thank you and pay a great tribute to your campaigning courage. I think it's well summed up. Just there's one phrase just coming out of reading your 2014 SERTUC report where you said this: this is government for the rich, by the rich. Cameron and Osborne speak platitudes and nonsense, but they practice naked class politics. And I agree with that, and I think this illusion or confusion amongst our people about where they stand with a plethora of parties going from the sublime to the ridiculous without the courage to stand up and represent the interests of the great majority of working class people is a challenge for us all, and particularly in Britain, of course, with the impending election. But to you, Martin, I think in your leadership of the regional TUC, in conference after conference, in rallies, events, demonstrations, you've been at the forefront, and we respect you for that. And yes, you've always been political, but you've always been industrial too, proud to represent members with your shop stewards, conveners, with representatives at work, battling for justice at work. And I think that is a great quality, that it wasn't just some political view, you were able to deliver at the coalface too. And then I remember your love of classical music. And people say to me, classical music, Martin Gould, and I said it's true. We once had the, I'm not sure if I should say fortune or misfortune, to accompany Martin to a trip to Luxembourg on behalf of the regional TUC. And in this car was one Mick Connolly, Les Ford as the only person who could speak French and I think proper English too. And we went to, I think it was an inter-regional TUC meeting convened down in Luxembourg. And Martin, I'm not sure if he'd driven abroad before, but he could drive rather quickly, let's put it like that. We went down the motorways through France and into Belgium at an enormous rate of knots, and hence the classical music, because there was one chap called Dave, another one called Charles, and he played their classical music all the way. Their classical music, of course, being Chaz and Dave, and we were regaled about 27 times with the belting out tune of Gould, Rabbit, Got My Beer in the Sideboard Here, and many more. We screamed into Luxembourg up on this exit ramp to see a car, little Belgian driver, idling towards us, and he came towards us, clearly on the right side of the road for him. Martin was saying, get over you fool. Martin, he'd drive on the right over here. We kind of approached rather quickly and we unfortunately managed to clip him. So we had a little incident, a little international incident at the beginning of this trip, while of course Gould and Rabbit were still roaring out of the car, while this guy looked absolutely, we're talking about Rabbit, he looked like he'd been caught in the headlights, and we managed to get an exchange of details, and then we were very late and we rushed on to the conference, got to the conference where a car was waiting for us and said, you're late, come quickly. So we couldn't get our bags unpacked, we couldn't get a change. After a 6-7 hour journey, we were whisked off. And as we arrived at the centre of Luxembourg, we were wondering what high-powered, high-level meeting we were going to go to, and this is what we were faced with. Yes, we got on a road train. Can you see that, Martin? That will bring back great horrors for you. We were faced with one of these things, and Martin was put on the back of this road train where he complained loudly all the way round the trip as we were being told about important corners of Luxembourg and some obscure painter and various things, and it was bizarrely funny and weird. We managed to get back to the conference, and yes, it was not a greatly successful trip, because both Mick and Martin spent the weekend trying to get the car fixed up and sorted out, with Les interpreting for them, and I stayed at this conference, and I think I'd rather have been with them fixing the car actually. We roared home on the Sunday at the speed of light, and we, being regaled with Gould, Rabbit, Got My Beer in the Sideboard Here again, turned up full volume with Martin singing away. We got over back to England and onto the M20, and the heavens opened up and the rain came down and it smashed down, and we noticed that Martin didn't really slow down very much, and there were at least 3 of the 4 in the car with eyes agog as we managed to aquaplane round a kind of what should have been a gentle left-hander on the M20, but looked like a chicane that Lewis Hamilton would have been proud to take. And we floated around it, and suddenly we're thinking, don't brake, and the car planted itself back down and we got home. I can only tell you that I've never seen this before. We got back to Mick Connolly's house in Rainham in Essex, and he opened the door and Pope-like emerged from the car to kiss the ground. So it was a very, very, very interesting journey, and Martin was never greatly enthusiastic about some of those slightly bureaucratic gatherings for the future. But I've got those and many other memories that I could share with you, but we haven't got time. But I just want to pay the highest tribute to you, Martin, for all you've achieved and for all you've stood for and the courage of your convictions, and I think we're proud of that. And I want to close with your closing paragraph from your report last year, and I hope I'm not stealing anyone's thunder in this, but you said this: trade unionism remains the hope of the world, and it's our duty to make our future a socialist one, with trade unionism at its core. And I agree with that, both here in Australia, where the same kind of issues apply as they do in Britain, with international capital rife and wrecking people's lives and trying to get people to fit in to the profit-making machine, where health and transport and all of the issues that we care about are put second, or put way down the importance of the agenda. So congratulations, Martin, on all you've achieved. It's my honour to join with you in saying to Martin, you've done a fantastic job, and I know you'll continue to do a fantastic job for our movement. Thank you all very much.
I don't care, I don't care, I don't care if it comes round here.
Well, thanks very much for that, much appreciated. I take it from the applause that that's an endorsement of the motion, so I declare it carried. We have definitely run out of time. We started 10 minutes late, we finished 10 minutes late, so technically we're on time. So thank you all, safe journey home, declare the meeting closed.